Brandon. He wanted to grow.
All right, let's move right along to our second speaker of the day, which is Jeremy, and his speech evaluator is Sam. Sam, can you tell us a little bit about Jeremy's speech, his time, his speech purpose?
Yes, Jeremy is presenting a speech on any topic, and he's going to receive feedback, apply the feedback to the second speech. So this is the first time you'll be doing this, and that is the purpose. Is this the icebreaker? This is just a 5 to 7 minute speech.
Project 2, just evaluation.
All right, and that's all the information I had.
All right, thank you, sir. So this is the same project Sarah was doing, except this is the first version of it, and
yes.
This is the second version of Sarah's speech. So very good, all right. Our next speaker will be giving a speech for his second project on Visionary Communications Path. He will be telling us a story about why he is a fan of the New York Giants. Please help me welcome Jeremy with his speech, A Football Fan.
Thank you, Mr. Toastmaster. Well, good morning, fellow Toastmasters. I would like to tell you a story about why I am a fan of the New York Football Giants. Early on, when I was young, I was never really into sports. We would have Super Bowl Sunday parties growing up, and I would always remember watching those, remember the Cowboys winning a few of those. The only other team that I really had any interest in was the Green Bay Packers, with Brett Favre throwing those amazing passes that he always threw when he was playing for that team. Briefly, let me give you a quick history of the Giants organization. They were first established in 1925, one of the original football teams to be created almost 92 years ago. They won their first Super Bowl January 25th, 1987, just 2 days before I was born. That Super Bowl was against the Denver Broncos with John Elway at the helm of that team, a very young John Elway. So let me explain to you why I became a fan of the Giants. I, again, was never really had a football team, was never a big fan, enjoyed watching it, but never had a dedicated team until about 2007, when I was living with some roommates, and they were from Pennsylvania and New Jersey, in that New York area, and the Giants actually won their third Super Bowl that year against an undefeated Patriots team. Against all odds, Patriots came in 16-0, and here are the Giants. No chance, no shot in the world they were ever going to be able to take down this team, but they did it. And so that was in 2007, and living with my roommates, watching that game, feeling the excitement, feeling everybody just getting, raised up, and everybody so excited, just really showed me how exciting it could be to be a fan. Then 2 years later, three years later, they were playing for their fourth championship against the Patriots again, which we were the underdogs, came in from off a 9-7 season to the Patriots 13-3 season. But so we are still living with the same roommates. We have actually driven from Austin all the way to Pennsylvania to go watch with real diehard Giants fans that have been watching that team and following that team since they were born. And this was another experience, again, getting to watch that Super Bowl, being around so many people, yelling, just getting crazy, seeing these remarkable plays being made was truly, truly a unique experience. So they won that game in 2011. They played it. They played it on February 5th, 2012. And at that time, like I said, we had just driven almost 24 hours straight from Austin to Pennsylvania. And so there we are, we watched the game. The next day, we get to take a train from New Jersey all the way to downtown New York to try and catch the parade. And once we got off the subway in New York, we get off the subway, go out to the street, and there are just millions of people all across the street, up and down every single block. I mean, you think that you've seen a lot of people in one area. I mean, I literally believe there was 1 million people downtown New York celebrating the New York Giants Super Bowl victory. Now that was truly a madhouse. But getting to witness that, after seeing the parade downtown, we were fortunate enough to be invited to go see the Super Bowl trophy ceremony at MetLife Stadium in New Jersey. So we take a taxi from New York all the way to MetLife to New Jersey to be able to go and see the Super Bowl ceremony, the trophy ceremony. We were very fortunate to have VIP access, and without knowing, once we got to the stadium, we were allowed to go onto the field and be literally 50 feet away from the Super Bowl trophy, all the players and everybody that came by. Again, it was truly a unique experience, one that I will never forget, and that is why I am a fan of the New York Giants.
Yes, sir.
You hide your crazy well.